Everybody, Artisan Loom here with a tutorial by my awesome friend Nix Haley 22, and this is her, gosh, I call it the owl bracelet, but I think it may be called Monica's owl bracelet because of Monica from Amanda and Monica Are Loomy. That's her favorite animal is an owl, so she's naming that after her. And this is her blinged version of it. She's done a couple different ones where you can see it a little bit better. Let's see, right here. Here's one done in green where you can kind of see the owl a lot better. And then I think that was just a prototype, but let's see if I can get to the next one. Here's one as well. And she's got two owls on it, which we'll be doing as well. But that way you can kind of see, you know, how to make your colors pop to make it look more like an owl versus her black one here, which is super awesome, but I think it's hard to tell with all the black that's right here. But anyhow, it's super awesome. We're going to attempt to do this one today. And it is a 10 pin bar setup. So straight across all 10 pin bars, okay? So I'm not sure how many. You can do however many colors that you want to do. I think I'm doing 5 colors, but like I said, on a lot of times I'll just start and then change my mind midway through. So it just depends. So pick out some colors that you would like to do, and we'll go ahead and get started. You're going to want to go ahead and pick out. I wish I had something, a little bit of a pointer here. I'll have to use a pen. Okay, so we're going to start out with the border, which is where she's got these Egyptian gray bands going along the edge, down the bottom. And you'll need to pick what your border color is going to be, as well as your owl color, because as you're going up the side, you're going to have to switch color to what your owl color will be so that it will pop and be uniform all the way around. So, you know, right here she did Egyptian gray, then she stopped and did like 3 black ones because that's where the wings are going to be, and then she did a couple more gray and then the black, and then brought the gray, Egyptian gray, all the way up. So pick out 2 colors. One's going to be your border and one's going to be whatever you're going to outline your owl with. Okay, so go ahead and pick those. I'm going to go for blues. So I'm going to do this, and I can't remember if this is Persian or Egyptian. I think it's Egyptian blue, so it has gold on the outside with like a blue on the inside. I'm going to go with that, and that's going to be my border color. And then I'm going to use, obviously, the jet black cylindric, so we're gonna do that. So let me get some of my bands started, and we'll go ahead and start and laying the border. Okay, so we're gonna start. We're going to start in the center, and we're going to put a band going across, okay? And then just follow this around to the border. Do the same, and then do the same on this side. Follow it over to the border, or to the very last pin bar. Okay. And then let me count how many we're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to go up 7 with your border color. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then you're going to do 3 of your owl color, and I'm doing the black. So then you'll switch over and do 3 of the black. Oops, that one's messed up. Okay, and then we're going to switch back over to the blue, and we're going to go up 1. I think we're going to go up 2. So you'll go up 2 with your border color. Okay, and then you will go up 1, 2, 3. Let's see. No, we're going to go up 4. We're going to go up 4 in the black. Okay, let me move you to the side where you can see. Okay, so after we did the 3, you're going to do 2 blue, or 2 of your border color, and then we're going to go up 4. And then you're going to go up 4 of your border color. Okay, and that's where we're going to stop. That's going to be the very end, so you won't do anything up here. So then you're going to go in 4. Okay, you're going to go in 4, and you're going to leave this one empty. Okay, so you're going to go back over here, and I'm going to leave you to do this entire side, and it's going to be the exact same colors you used. The blue, then the black, then the blue, then the black, then the blue. Okay, so follow this exact step over here to the end. And just don't put anything here in the center on this one, okay? Okay. So now what we're going to do is connect it right here. Just like that, and on this side as well. Like so. Okay, and now I may have to move this over to the side. Okay, so now where this one ends, right here, we're going to come downward diagonally. Okay, and then we're going to go over 1, 2, 3, go over 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. So this one you will diagonal and then go in 3. 1 and 3. Okay. So there that goes. And now we're going to go diagonally there and diagonally there. Okay, so after we've done that up here, then we're going to come back to here and we're going to go diagonally 3 times. So just like this. Okay, on all the sides. I'm iffy on this one. It looks like it's going to break. And it comes to right there. So this is where the face is. Now these are going to be the wings. So then what we're going to do is go down twice, connecting here. We'll go diagonally twice, and we'll do diagonally twice here. Okay, and then we are going to go down twice. So just like so, and then we're going to go diagonal to right here, diagonal to right there. And then we're going to put a band across here on each side. Okay, so that's our wings. Okay, and let me see, I think we've got another spot when we get up here to the face of what we're supposed to do. Okay, now let me just check it. Okay, so that's how we're supposed to do this. Let me just make for certain I'm not messing something up. I tried to save all the pictures and it just kept shutting down on me, so they're kind of all out of order. So let me find the next step real quick. We also need to put one band going across here where we left that open, okay? like that. All right, so that's what we should have so far. Now we're going to work on, I believe it is the feet. So again with my jet black, because this is still the outline, what we're going to do is we're going to go diagonally to the left. Oh, excuse me, nope, wrongo. We're going to go diagonally to the right first. And then we're going to go diagonally to the left. And then we're going to go straight up and down, okay? So on this one, on this side, we're going to go diagonally to the left first, and then we're going to go diagonally to the right, and then straight up and down, and that's the feet. I also forgot we've got to do one going over to the left, another one, and then two on the other side. Actually, I think, yeah, it's going to go the right side first and then towards the center. So, all right, so that's what we have there, the wing, the feet, the wings, and the head. Now we're going to work on the eyes, I do believe. Okay, and I've got jet black cylindric as well because we're still on the pattern. Okay, so earlier we went diagonally. Now we're going to go down. Oops, excuse me, no we're not. Okay, let's see here. Diagonally, yes we are. We're going to go down and then diagonally to the right again. Straight over and diagonally up to the right. Okay. Do the same thing over here. We're going to go straight up and down. Diagonal, over, and then diagonal. Okay, just like that. Okay, and now from right here we're going to go diagonal and diagonal. I'll make sure all my stuff is down. Just like so. Okay, so we need some more jet black cylindric. And from what I can tell, we went around, we went up diagonally. Okay, now we got to go straight across. And we got to go straight across on the bottom here. Okay, and then we're going to work in here. So to me it looks like we went up, to the left, and straight up and down. Oops, lost one. And then this one looks like we went straight up to the right and straight up and down. Okay, and then we put a band going straight across the middle. Okay, so that whole area should be filled in just like so. Okay, now I do believe this is the setup so far. You got your border, you've got, this is, you know, obviously the feet, the wings, the face, the ears, the nose, you know, and these two are going to be the two eyes. So this should be what your loom looks like so far. Okay, now we're going to work, and I'm going to have to put it to the side, on the eye part. So what I suggest, and I'll show you a picture real quick. She's got, let me see what color. I think she's got like a glitter blue, or it's either glitter blue or gray sweets around the eye. I suggest just using a light color, kind of like what she did. Well, she didn't really use a light color here. I mean, you need something that's going to be lighter so when you put your black bead in there that it won't just all blend in with the black. Okay, so you definitely want something kind of like here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. From there, I do believe I'm going to use my glitter gold, and I'm going to do this part. You're going to need some stretchy bands for this because you're making triangles. Okay, so let me see where the first triangle starts. Okay, so what we're going to do is do our first triangle on the left. It's going to be just like that. Okay, and then we're just going to work it around. Just like that. So triangle like this. Next triangle is going to be like that. Third triangle is going to go like that. Okay. Other triangle is going to go like right there. Next one's going to go like this. Next one's going to go across like this. Like that. And then one more is going to go like this. Kind of weird looking, but that's how it's going to be. Just like so. Okay, you'll do the same thing, but on this side you're going to start off with the triangles going right here first. So you're going to go out. Let me grab some of these glitters so that I know where to. They're on this side. Okay, so your first one's going to be right here to go down like this, and then your next one's going to go across and down. Okay, and then this one's going to go across and I don't know, is this too thin? Kind of felt a little thin. Okay, just like that. Next one's going to go over and up. Okay, and then over like that. Over, out like that. Like that. And your last one will go from here, oops, like that. So that's what we have right there, just like that. Okay. One thing I forgot to do, very simple, is we needed to come from here to there. So let me grab a hook and then we can just real quick fix that. Not sure where all my hooks ran off to. I have so many of them, and now when I need one, I don't have one. So when we started these going around, we went right here, and then here, and then here, and then here, here, and then here, and then here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one off and take this one off and take this one off. Okay, and I'm going to do the same over here because you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm just going to take these three off because one thing we forgot to do, or I failed to do, was put one black one there. So okay, so you should have had, start over here doing your triangles all the way to here, and now we're going to finish up. So once we get to there, let's see here, we're going to go across and up, and then across and up, and then from here to there. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. And from here, we started here, and we did our triangle, triangle, triangle. Okay, so now that we're right there, Okay, let me just see what we have going on here. Okay, so I believe we're going to go just like that. Okay, and this one will go across like that. I wish these weren't so twisted. Drives me nuts. And then for this last one, it will go, I believe it goes like that, so that we have mirror image. So let me check to see if it's mirror image. That should be how it works. Okay. So one place where we need to, right here, we need one band to go across. Just like that. I don't think that we put one right here. I don't see one on the picture, so I'm just going to just keep it here and move forward. I do believe now we're ready to put our X's, or excuse me, lay our X's down. So let me figure out where we start. I think we start in the center and work our way to the border, or maybe it's the border and work our way. I think it's the border first, and then we make our way towards the center, right here. So now we're going to work in this area right here below the owl, and I'm going to do that color in, I do believe, I've got J. Valenci bands here that I'm going to use, and they're metallic blue. So I do believe I'm going to do this part in the metallic blue. And then I do believe I'm going to alternate the wings and the chest and all that as being the Egyptian blue that we used for the border. Excuse me. And some Liberty blue. So it's going to be between these two colors. Just like that. And I think that might work quite nicely. So I've got these blue metallic bands from J. Valenci that she was kind enough to send to me. And we're going to work our way up one row and then go to the next row, next row, next row. Okay, I'm just going to work on this part first with my metallic blue. And we're just going to make X's going from the right to the left, and we're just going to work up, and I'm going to stop right here. Second row we'll work up, stop right there. Third row right there and to there. We're not going to put anything in the center at all. So we're just going to do this part. I'm going to make this a solid portion. It's pretty simple. This part is just normal like stitches from the Bannock bracelet by, I believe it's Fruity Loomy. It's the same stitch as in the Bobo Bear and the Bannock. And that's basically what you're going to do here. Okay. And then I'm going to come drop back down here. And work my way up again. Okay. I'm going to do one side and then I'll show you what to do next. Or I'll show you one side and then I'm going to go off camera. You go up one more. And then when I go off camera, then you can work the other side, okay? And then I'm just going to go again with the X's. Oh, I have some really super thin bands that are not going to work. Okay. I'm just going to stop right there. Now we shall pick up some more, and we're going to do this last row. I'm sure you know how to do this, but that's, like I said, I'm only going to show you the one side. And then you can go back and finish the other. And then you're going to stop right here. Okay? You're going to leave this part empty, and what you're going to do is start at the border, work your way up the next row, just like we did over here, but leave this part center open. Okay, so go ahead and finish that up, going in the very same direction as you did over here, not the mirror image, so it would be from the left to right like we did on the other side. Okay, so go ahead and finish that. We have all this done. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we are going to, now she shows it to where we work from the left to the right, right to the left. So we would go from here to here, here to here normally, but because this black band is there, on the picture she shows me, this band that goes across here goes underneath that black band. But if we do that and we go to loop the owl wings back, then it's going to show this color instead of the black. So I think I'm just going to go do a half of one, okay, because because of this already being one going across. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So now I'm going to grab another band and then just start doing my I'm going to do one that color, and then I'm going to cross it with, what is this, Liberty Blue. I'm going to cross it with the Liberty Blue. Actually, you know what, I'm going to go simple, and I'm not going to try to make, just for the sake of the tutorial, you can do what you want. This is what I'm going to do. I'm opting just to make the wings one solid color, just so that I make it simpler on you for the tutorial and don't throw in a bunch of colors. And then when you go to make it, if you choose to make another rendition, you can alternate colors as you want, just to give it the feathery type look. That's what I'm going to do. It's either that or I go one row up, one color, one row up another, one row up, one row up. But I think what I'm going to do for the sake of the tutorial, and hopefully it comes out okay, is just do it in one solid color. So I took that one off, and now we're just going to do just one going this way, because we already have a band going that way, okay? And then I'm just going to go and do my X's. Okay, I hate doing that, but I think I tend to mess up more when I try to get all fancy smancy on things. So if I'm going to do my X's, to right there, and I'm not sure if I'm doing one here. I'll have to check on that. We're going to stop right here, okay? Then we'll go down here and just do one across, because there's already a band going across here. I do believe that's how she's got it. Let me check to make for certain. Nope, she's got one going to this way. Okay, and just do your X's. Oh, that really doesn't make much sense, does it? I'm going to take this off and put one there. I don't want to mess things up. So when you got done here with your blue down at the bottom, you're going to do a full X going this way. Okay, all the way up till you hit right here. And then we're going to do the same thing down here. I'm just going to make it easier. And we're just going to do it that way. That way everything connects. And just do your X all down this road. Stop right there as well. Go to here and go to here and then stop. And then you're going to start on this side and bring it up to there and stop right here. Go to the next one, and next one. And then I'm going to let you finish this wing part. So go ahead and finish that part for me. So technically what you could do is, and what I did in Bobo Bear bracelet, is went all the way to the top and just switched colors as I was going up to wherever color change I wanted to be. Okay. And for this one, I did all this first, and then I went to here. I just make sure when you're doing it, if you decide to do it like I just did, instead of doing it by all the rows going up, just make sure wherever you leave off that X that you bring the next X, okay? But that's what mine looks like so far. I'm probably totally confusing you. But maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so here we have one here, and this is where the side of the owl's face is. So I kind of want to come over here with that Egyptian color, and I'm going to go ahead and make an X here in that blue color. And then what I'm going to do is, because it's going to pop into the face area that I wanted to do the liberties. So maybe what I'll do is the band going to here will be the Liberty band. Okay, and then this band that's going there will be the Egyptian. That way, the Egyptian bands won't be involved. Okay, even though I would really like them to be, we're not going to do it just for the sake of the tutorial. But to keep it together, we don't want to mix them, or I don't. So I'm going to go ahead up with the Liberty. Okay, I think you probably already know how to do all this. Okay, and then I'm just going to follow it. I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to do, because this part, sorry, excuse me, right here. I'm going to stop right here. And then since this part is part of this blue, and that I'm switching over to, I don't want the Liberty blue to end here, because then part of the Liberty will be in here. So I'm going to go over like this, and then go back over here with the Liberty blue. Okay, that's the only time I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to continue on with my same color that I did at the bottom. Okay, and we're just going to do X's. That's basically all we're doing, is the same type of X's in the same exact direction, working our way from the border to the center on the left and the border to the center on the right, leaving that center pegs empty. Okay, now I know I didn't have you on camera, but it's just X's going to right there. Okay, so that's what I have so far. Now I'm going to go through, and since I stopped here, I'm going to start up again, and I'm going to do, since I don't want, well, actually, I'm just going to start up with the Liberty. That's perfect. Liberty, and just make your X's going all the way up, and you're going to stop right there. I guess it's just these two, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to pick it back up here, but in that, we're going to stop right here, okay? You'll do these two, and then we're going to pick it back up right here with the metallic blue that I had. That's going to be the same color as I had on the bottom, okay? And just do your X's to the top. And pushing your bands down along the way. So I don't think this is hard. I think it's pretty simple. so that's where we left off. We left off right here, and I'm going to continue on with my Liberty Blue because I want all this to be Liberty, although I could switch that and make it the gold, which I probably should have, the blue, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to continue on because I've already screwed you up enough, so let's just make the less amount. So you're going to go right to there, one more with the Liberty Blue. Okay, I'm going to leave this because I know there's something we're supposed to put here, but I'm wondering if that's where our beaded band goes for where our eyeballs. So I kind of want to leave that plain for the moment anyhow, and then we'll pick it back up here in a second. Okay, and then I do believe that's how we're going to do it. Okay, and then you can continue on with that metallic blue going up to the top. Okay, so you can finish this part, but I'm just going to show you. Okay, we're going to continue on right here, and I'm going to do your X's going to here. Okay, and then you're going to do, let me see, let's do this first and then I'll tell you. Okay, and then I do believe we're going to leave this one empty. Okay, and then we'll pop back up over here. We're just going to stop right here. Okay, yeah, stop right here. And then we're going to continue on with our metallic blue going up. Okay, so just doing your X's. So I'm going to go off camera. And since we're stopping right here, okay, and not doing anything in the center, we're just going to stop here, pick it up here, and do our X. Leave this one empty all the way down. Then we're going to start back over here on this side and do the same thing going up. So do exactly what you did over here going up as you're going to do over here. Okay? And I will meet you back. I will tell you what I did when I went off camera. I ran out of my metallic blue. So I took all this off and all of this off, and I alternated, excuse me, the Egyptian blue, metallic blue, Egyptian, metallic, Egyptian, metallic. Okay, and I just did kind of like a checkerboard thing right here and right up here because I ran out. That's the only reason. And I still would have had all this to do in the metallic, and I just didn't have it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a band going in the center. And I do believe this is where the eyes are, where the beaded band goes. Now, it doesn't show on my pictures that she beaded a band, but I know she did. So what I did is I found these little eyeball beads. I'm going to use these, or you can just use a black bead, not too terribly big, and I put it on my glitter gold, and I'm just going to do an X right here in my glitter. Okay, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on this side and X it over like that. And the beaded band goes first because that's what's going to be on the bottom when we take it off. Okay, so we're going to go like that. And then what we're going to do, we may as well go ahead and do it now. We're going to do another one right here. I'm going to use gold as well, I think. You know what? I'm not going to use gold. I'm going to, let's do this. Let's finish this going all the way up. So do your last layer of X's going all the way up, and you're going to stop right here, right there, and then you're going to put an X going right here, and then follow it the rest of the way up. Okay? So go ahead and do that. What we have left is our double border, so we're going to go in the center, put one band going across, and then follow it out to the border just as though we did the first border, and then you're going to follow it straight up. okay, and then come in at the top where it meets in the center. So just go straight up on both sides. You meet in the center and leave that one blank. Okay, come up and come in here and leave this one blank. And then we'll be ready to turn the loom around and loop it. So now that the double border is laid, what we're going to need to do is put a double cap band there. So I'm going to take it and then put it on my hook twice and then span it across these two. Okay, just like that. Okay, so now we're ready to loop up the double border. So we're going to go in here and then just loop it up all the way to the edge. And then just follow it up like any normal double border, okay? You're going to follow it all the way up to the top. Do the same thing on this side and meet in the center. Okay, so we loomed up the border. I want you to turn your loom back around because there's a spot here that we've got to lay our double cap bands for the X's right here. And Nyx had told me that she forgot to send me a step. So I need to show you how to do this step. And what we're going to do is we have 6 bands that we need to lay real quick, okay, before we put our X band right here in the center, okay? We need to go ahead and lay our X bands. So right here, which would be the top of the X, okay, right there, we're going to go diagonally out to the right. So just like that. And then below it, we're going to go diagonally out to the right. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing over here. Since this would be the bottom of the X, we're going to go just like that. This would be the top, and we will go out. So that's 4. So now we have to lay 2 other bands. And what we're going to do is where this, let's see here. Where this, okay, that's the first cuff stitch. Okay, this stitch right here, or this band that crosses right here, you're going to go diagonally out, and then we're going to go diagonally out the other way, okay? Those are the 6 bands we needed to lay. And then we're going to go ahead and put our, we're going to take a band and we're going to double it up on the hook. And then we're going to do lay the X bands, the cap bands. It's going to go just like that. Do another one. Just like that. And that X is your cap band. So you need to do it again on this side. Now I'm hoping that we have this on right. I need to double check because that's what she had told me. See? The order in which we loop it. I wrote it down when I was talking to her on the phone last night. That way I would get it right. Because I knew I was going to make a mistake because I had already laid all the bands and I wasn't going to take it all the way out. So there will be a small mistake. And now I've got to see right here how I'm going to loop this one because I may have to, I'm going to have to figure this one out because this one's not got a cap band on it. These will, or right here and right there, but these two won't. So let me double check and then we'll go back and turn our loom around and start looping. Actually, you probably can just turn your loom around. And now we'll be back into the looping side. So I got clarification from Nyx. These 2 bands that I told you, now that we've turned our loom around, these 2 bands that I told you that I didn't have a cap band on, take them off for me because this band that we laid early on is supposed to be our cap band and had no idea that's what that was for. So I'm going to take this off. It's just this one black band right here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these on first, put the blue back on. This is very simple. And then we're going to put this as the cap band. The only thing I did wrong is this was supposed to go on top. Okay, so now we're good to go as far as band placement. So now we've already done the border, which I know you already know, I've said it a million times. The next thing we're going to do is the 6 bands. We're going to loop those out first. So let me find them. Okay. What we just laid, this black cap band here and these 2 bands here, we're going to loop those out first. So we're going to go in through the cap band and loop it out to the left. Go onto this side, loop it out to the right. Okay? That's pretty simple. Then we're going to come over to here, which is the top part of that X, and we're going to grab that other band and bring it over to the left. So that's 3 bands that we've done so far. We have 3 more. So we're going to go into the bottom of this X where this cap band is and grab it and bring it back to itself. Okay? And then what we'll do is, let's see, 1, 2, that's 4. We got 2 more. The bottom part of this X, which is the cap band, go in through there and grab that and bring it back to itself. And then right here in the top of that X with the cap band and bring it back to itself. So now we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those 6 bands that we have looped up. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is loop up these triangles that are for the eyes. Okay, so this X band is your cap band, but all you're going to do is get the top band and bring it back to itself. Okay, so I believe it's this one's first. Oh, hold on, let me check, see which one's first. That one and that one. Okay, so I believe it's this one. And we're going to go into this and we're going to pull it a little bit and bring it back to itself. Okay? Go into the disc peg, pull it out, stretch it a little bit, and bring it back around. Okay? Go into this peg and grab this band and bring it back to itself. You're doing just like you would a starburst. All the bands go back to themselves. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I did this right, because I may not have done that particular one right. Let's see, that one came. I believe it is what we do here. This one goes like that. And then we're going to go into let me see here. We did like that. Did like that. Whatever band is on top is the one you're putting over. Okay. Let me make sure this looks just like the one that's on my screen. Okay, and then that way. I don't know why this looks a little different. Maybe because this is a tighter weave. Okay, I do believe that's how we do it. Okay, so once we have this part done, we're going to go over here and we are going to grab just whatever band is on top. We'll just grab this one for no. I believe it's this one. We're going to do this one. And we'll do this one. Get this one. Go back in. And then this last one. Just like that, okay? That's what it's gonna look like. Okay, so that's right. So now what we gotta do is loop out this beak, okay? This is our cat band, okay? And all we're gonna do is go in and loop up our starburst. So that one's gonna go there, outward, down, go back in the cat band, go up, out, and then down, okay? All the rest of this is part of the pattern, so that's all we're going to do as far as that goes, okay? The beak. So the beak is complete. So now we're going to do the center X's going up, okay? So we are going to loop, and I do believe it's just a normal looping. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if it's a which way we loop. We go to the left, to the right. Okay. Or no, to the right, to the left. So we're going to grab the bottom band. Okay. So the bottom band down here at the, we're going to grab this one on the left and just make your X's. And you're just going to go up the loom. Okay. So that's the X's, okay? All right. So we're done with the X's right here down the center. Now we're just going to continue it from here and go all the way to the top. So I'm going to go off camera and finish my X's. So basically what you're going to do is do your X's all the way to the top. Then you're going to come back and you're going to work on this row. You'll work this row all the way up. Then you'll work this row all the way up. This one and this one. Okay, so all your X's will be done on this left side of your center. Then you're going to come back and start in the center or next to the center and work your way towards the right to the border. Okay, so go ahead and do all of your X's going up the loom, and then we'll get started on the pattern. Okay, real quick, what I wanted to tell you before you finish all the X's, like I've already finished all my X's on this side, but I meant to tell you before you go higher than where the beak is and finish the top portion, you know how we started here and did the X's going up till you get to here? Well, what you're going to do here is you're going to loop this one. Let me make sure I get to right where I'm at. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to loop all these X's till you get to here. And this one, you're going to loop downward. Okay, so here I have a boo-boo. I've already, and I'm not going to take all this out, so it's my boo-boo. You're going to go from here, or actually this is your X. You're going to go, you're going to loop this band downward to here, and this band downward. So both of these will get looped downward, and then you'll pick it up here and go upward. Okay, so right here is the only one that's going to have to go downward, and I made a boo-boo, so don't follow what I did. But all of them will go the same way all the rest of the way through the bracelet, except for this one, which will get looped downward, and this one will get looped normally. Okay? I just wanted to fill you in that probably the reason why she did it that way is so that, well, I don't know why she did it that way, because I'm thinking that it wouldn't pick up, but we've got stitches here that's going to pick that up. So I don't think it's really going to matter because the pattern follows itself around. So if you do happen to get way past like I did, I would not worry about that too much. So now what we've got to do is we've got to do some cuff stitches, okay? So the cuff stitch is right here in between the well, not in between the eyes, but right here, okay? That's what we're going to have to do, a cuff stitch right here. So we're going to go in and grab this band, top band, and bring it over to the right, and go back in, grab the other side of that band, and bring it over. That's what a cuff stitch is, okay? Now, we don't have one here, but we have one here. So we're going to go into here and grab that top band. Oops, that's the wrong band. Whoops. Okay, we need to go in. Make sure I get the right one. I'm going to grab this one that goes over to the right, go back in, and I'm going to grab the band that's the other half of that band and bring it over. Okay, so we had one here, we have one here, and we have one more right here. So we'll go right here, bring it over to the right, go in, get the other half of that band, and bring it over to the left. Okay? And then there's one more, and it's right here. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. It's right here, in between the wings. Okay, so we need to get that one as well. So you'll go in here, grab that band, bring it over to the right, and go back in and grab the other side of that band and bring it over to the left. Okay? Okay, now the cuff stitches are done. We're going to go up here where the this cuff stitch is, and it's where the beak is. So right here is where the cuff stitch is, and we've got this band and this band here. What we're going to do is we're going to go in through here and loop it downward on both sides, okay? So go in, grab it, loop it downward, go into this one, loop it downward, okay? So those are the only two that are going to go down. Now we're going to go into this cuff stitch right here and loop. I'll show you on this side. We're going to go into here and loop this one upward, and we're going to loop this one upward as well, but I'm going to have to go in and fix my band because it broke. So I'm going to go off camera, fix my band, and then I'll get to the next. So I finished that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in through here, and we're going to just loop this over to the left, go in, and we're going to loop this one downward, and this one will go downward, and then this one will go downward as well. And it will meet up with this line that we have here. Okay? The line that's right here. And then what we're going to do is we'll go in and grab this lone band and bring it downward as well. So all this will go around and meet right here, and then there'll be one band that you just bring down. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Bring this out to the right, go in and grab the bottom band and bring that one downward, go into here, bring it downward, go back in a third time and bring it downward, okay? And then we got to get this band also, and we'll go in through here and bring it downward. Now they're all along this line. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go in through this cuff stitch that's right here, and we're going to grab this band, bring it out to the left, go back in. Well, let me see if I can grab it. Grab this band and bring it out to the left, and go into this one and out to the left one more time. Okay, and then there's a band that goes down here, and we're just going to bring it over to the border. Just like that. And do the same thing on this side. To the right. Go into this one. Okay, this one's testing my patience. Basically what you're going to do is just follow it all the way down to the right until you get from downward here, and then you can stop. I'm going to go off camera, fix this lovely band. I just love doing that, and then I will be right back. Now that we're done with this part, we're going to go work on the feet, which is right here, and you're going to go into this band, the black, jet black, and you're going to grab this band that goes to the right. I hope you can see that. Go back in and get the one that goes to the left. Then you're going to go back in. There's a band here we need to bring down. So we're going to go in, bring this one down like that. Then we're going to come over here. We got a band here and here, and both of them have to come down. So we're going to go in. Okay, and I'm going to grab that band and attach it to there. Sorry about that. I had gotten a hold ahead of myself and I had to put it back. Okay, and down like that. So you went from here to here, here to here, there to there, down, up and down, and then have them all meet right here. Do the same thing on this side, which will be going into here, getting the band, oops. I'm telling you, I have a hard time seeing with these reading glasses when I have to be far away. Okay, so you're going to grab this top band, bring it towards the left, go back in, go towards the right, go back in, and grab the one that goes up and down and bring it down. Then you're going to just go in and make this meet all in the center. So just go in and grab that band and bring it down. Okay, so now the feet are done. Okay, so right here where we've ended off where the feet are, going to go in and we're going to get the band that's on top, which in my case will be the one that goes over to the right. Okay, then I'm going to go back in and get this one and bring it down to where this cuff stitch is. See? And then I'm going to go back over here and grab the band and go down towards the border twice. Okay, over here, going to do the same thing. You're going to get that top band, which in my case will be the one that goes out to the left, and then I'm going to come in back in here and bring this one down towards the cuff stitch, which is right there, and then I'm going to go towards the border twice. Okay, so there are bands, black bands. The pattern picks up where we left off here at the cuff stitch. Gosh, I wish I had a better way of showing you this. So what we're going to do is just, the pattern goes down like this and then goes to right here and then splits off into a V. So what we're going to do is we're just going to loop these downward. We're going to, into where this, into where this cuff stitch is, you're going to grab that band and bring it downward. Go into the next one and bring it downward. And then go into the next one, and then you're going to do diagonals 3 times. That's 1, that's 2, That's 3. And now you have a band going from here and there. So you'll just go in and grab the top band, or whichever one's on top. And that'll go to the border, and you'll go back in and bring that one up to the border. Okay? Do the same thing on this side. Gonna come in through here, grab, I think I grabbed the wrong band. Hold on. Let me make, I'm grabbing the right band. Okay. Well, I'm going to grab this band and bring it down twice. And then we're going to go diagonally 3 times. And then loop these 2 out. Okay, so whatever band's on top. Well, I know which band's on top. I'm just having a hard time grabbing it. Okay, and then you're going to bring it to the border and then go back in here and bring this one to the border. Okay, so all we have left to do is the border. So you can go ahead and loop out your border all the way to the border and then go straight up, just like you would do any other border. So I'm not going to go through it with you. So I want you to finish up your border and then meet me at the top with the C-clip, and then go ahead and actually take it off the loom. I'm going to come back when I've got mine off the loom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my border going all the way up until you get to here. Grab the band, put a C-clip on it, and then when you go to take it off of the loom, loosen the tension on each side for a couple rows anyhow, on both sides, and then take it off each single peg at a time. Do not rip it off because you'll break bands. So just do that until you get it off the loom. I finished mine and I took it off the loom and I untwisted my bands, and this is what I have. Kind of wish I would have done this part here because then it would look like feathers, but I originally was going to do it all this metallic blue, but then ran out. So this is the product. Now the eyes. Got to find a way to put the eyes on. There's different ways you can use fishing line. That's what I use sometimes, and sometimes I use this bead and stretch, bead-along stuff, because it's super stretchy. So that's an option for you. But basically you're going to need a threader. And originally I was going to use these beads because they look like googly eyes. But I'm glad I didn't, because look, they would be entirely too big for the owl. Okay, so I'm glad I did not. But what you're going to need is a threader. And basically, where's my... I had just bought some black beads, and see how it's still on there. And you see this, all the beads were on here, like this. Okay. And I took them off, and now I've got this nice, and this one's, there's different thicknesses to the little nylon threads. This one's super thin, so I'm going to use this as my threader. You can use any kind of bead that you want that will fit in that hole. But basically what I'm going to do is I am going to use fishing line, because I'm going to need a super thin threading to go into this itty bitty little bead. The hole is really super small, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to even get this through, but this is what I'm going to attempt to do. And I probably should have done this before I came on camera. I'm only going to do one eye and then I'll go off camera. Okay, I'm going to take this threading and just put my threader through it like that. Okay, can you see that? And I'm going to hold it just like this, and I'm going to put it through the bead hole, both ends. And I'm going to pull it through, okay? Actually, I probably didn't even have to do that. I probably could have just pulled it through. I thought that the hole was a lot bigger, but it's not because look, it's sliding around. But anyhow, so now I've got it on this long thread, okay? I don't even think I'll need a threader for this part. I'm just going to put these two together. This is just how I'm going to do it. You do it however, you don't even have to use two beads. I'm going to use this little spacer bead, and I'm going to put the two ends of the beaded band or a fishing line, and I'm going to put it through. If I can see correctly, put it through both sides, and I'm going to have it just like this. It's not going to go through, it's just going to sit right on top like that, and that's what I'm going to use for my eye. So now what we have to do is we are going to have to, and I'll go ahead and use this hook. And I need to place it where it's gonna go right in that hole. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna come up through the back. See, there's a big hole here. I want to come up on, I want to grab one of the bands underneath. See how there's a band underneath there? Right under the hook, right there. I'm going to go up on this side, and I'm going to grab one side of the band and pull it through, okay? So now I have one side, it's through. I'm going to come up on the other side underneath the band. See that? And I'm going to grab the other side and pull it through. So now both should be on the back side. I don't know if you can see, they're both strings are back here. So I'm going to grab it and I'm going to pull it. And then there's my eye. Okay? That's what I'm going to use as my eye. I do believe that's what I'm going to do. Just like that. Okay? And then what I have to do is tie it off in the back. So I'll lay it down like this, and I'll just tie a knot like 3 times. And there's that. Now if you don't do it just like me as far as the 2 beads, you can do basically the same step I did, but just through 1 bead. And there we go. Although this isn't very stable. But anyhow, I'm going to put it on just like that. And I'm going to do another one over here. So I'm going to go off camera, fix the eyes, and then I'll be right back on. Actually, I'm not even going to come back on. Just attach your eyes, and then there's your owl. Okay, and this part right here is meant to be pop up like that. These two, because that's the feet. I broke a band, so I had to tie it off so it's not going to be popped out like this one is. So, but that's my boo-boo, not yours. It's just I busted a band. So anyhow, but there it is. So if you decide to make this, just tag and hashtag your renditions to Artisan Loom and Nix Haley 22. This is the Monica's Owl. And just so you know, if you decide to use Ellie, it's going to be a little tighter on the side right here. That's why it's kind of indenting a little bit, but I think that gives it the right texture it's supposed to. And I'm going to go ahead and chain mine as well, and that will help. And I may throw some rhinestones here up under the chin and around the wings just to give it a nice little zing. Okay, well, you take care, And until next tutorial, bye-bye.